Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do a layout on this journal that I made, this heart journal, and I thought it'd be really cool to do a few layouts of retro type of Valentine cards, and I loved them as a kid and I thought they were pretty cool, so I'm kind of using the ideas based on pictures of retro Valentine cards, and today's first one I thought would be a great inspiration was this corny one. So what I did was I started off with gessoing my background. Now actually I ended up doing another page because this one was my first page and it was a little bit bumpy for painting, so I thought I'd do something else on this page, but you get the idea that I just gessoed my page. So here I am sketching up my corn that I decided to do for this first one. I thought was so cute. I do go over it in a little bit with black marker so you guys can see me work around it, and I thought it was so cute. So if you guys want to join along with me on this project, I thought it would be fun because maybe some of you can draw some little cartoon characters, and if you decide that it's not something that you want to do, you can collage some cartoon pieces from the internet, or even coloring books and whatnot, or even like the grocery parts of the flyers. If you have corn on there, I thought it'd be so cute. I don't think that you just need to do a painting, you can just use other ways, but I thought this was a really cute Valentine, and I hope you guys join me in your own way. Even if you paint it or collage it or whatever, give it a try because I'd really love to see you guys play along with me. Here I'm just starting the background with acrylic paint, which is a red and an orange here because I kind of want it to be uneven and a background to look textured or something. And this is where at the point where I'm like, you guys can't see what I'm kind of painting around. I wasn't sure what you can see. The quality of video is not the greatest at times, and I can't really see it too well myself. So I decided to go over it with markers so you guys can kind of see what I'm painting around. So I got that uneven paint look that I was looking for with the tones of the yellow and the red, actually orange. And here's some yellow I'm adding just to get more of a feel that there's something in the background or texture. So I'm just doing that, adding that for, I don't know, just a pop, just to look different. And here's a little bit of red barn just to give my edges darker a tad. And then I go in with a little bit of black around my edges to scalp my edges to make it look, I don't know, a little Valentine-y. A little bit different than the white scalped edges that people usually put, but I wanted to play with it a little bit. I even bring in the old trusty straw to do a little bit around the edges as well. I'm trying to play with it like a journal page, except for I have a thing in the middle, but I just want to invent something. I want to have fun and play with it, do different textures and looks And just because I have something on there doesn't mean I can't play. So that's what I'm trying to do. I hope you guys are playing along with me and maybe trying something a little different around your edges too, because this darkness is not usual for a Valentine, but I think it really works with it. Here I am coming in with that straw again. This time I cut a paper straw because it was just a little larger than the plastic one and more of a mark I thought would leave behind, so I gave that one a try. I like the look. It's pretty cool. It makes it pop, and I just got my paper back there, so sometimes it's like, I don't know, going over the edge. I just thought this was really cute. Now I'm being daring. This cheap dollar store washi tape, I'm hoping that it won't stick too much to my background. There you see a little bit sticking, but that's okay. I just poke my fingers in my paint there, or a brush, and then just fixed up. But anyway, because it's fairly cheap, it's not going to stick too well, so I thought I'd play with it a little bit and put it across just for a little bit of a different texture. See, just because I have my piece in the middle and I know what I'm doing doesn't mean I can't play around with my background. So I rub my paper towel in some gold, and I'm just rubbing that in. It doesn't matter if I get on my piece, my little guy, because you know what? I'm going to paint right over him anyway. So now's a good time to kind of play around and explore, give things a try, because there's nothing you can't possibly fix. I used this heat tool here just to loosen up the glue a bit so it doesn't pull away too much on my paper. It pulled away just a bit on the edge because I just did that black and white edge a tad in a couple of spots. I fixed it up no problem, and that's what I did. The heat tool just really helped. It wasn't too sticky anyhow, and I thought that was a really cute look. So here I've decided to go in on my corn. I'm just kind of playing with it, figuring out what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I've never painted a corn before. So I'm just like realizing the orange has got to be the background color, and then the yellow of course would be the kernel's top color. So here I am just kind of laying down my back base color, I guess that's what it'd be called, on my little character here. And I do the same with the husk of this little guy. Do the darker green, and you can easily work up the lighter colors and highlights and that kind of thing. I think it's really, really cute. If you guys give this painting a try, I think you'll have lots of fun. Or even if you decide to collage like a coloring book page and that kind of thing, you can still paint over it and play with it. It'd be really cute. Here I'm going over with little kernels. I'm just taking my little round brush. It works perfect with a little round brush, about the size of what you want the kernels to be. And this is one of my favorite parts, just easy, dabbing it in. Dabbing it on my little corn. Isn't that cute? And like I said before, if you do it, you can even paint over a collage piece like this and add some texture. It's really cute. It looks so corny. And then I do the little top here. I'm not sure if this is called the husk. I think the husk is the green part. I can't remember what the little hairs are called. But here I just get some of the yellow off, but I ended up having a few colors of yellow or green. I have the very light chartreuse, and I used that in there. Actually, I think it was just the two tones, the dark and the chartreuse, and I had tad yellow in there from my brush before. And that's how I'm just highlighting, giving it depth, giving an edge of it, some light, so it looks like this little character's alive. And then I'm going over it with marker again. This marker kind of is a weird marker. It doesn't take it, if you got medium on it, it kind of goes funky, so I do have to redo some stuff all the time with it. I do not know where I got it. It's a two-ended marker. I don't even know if I've ever read what it was. It's not good with mediums over top, that's for sure. It tends to dull quickly if you add some sprays or anything on it, which you'll see later on. I had to go over some of my writing. I actually used DecoArts paint pens to go over my writing at the end. But this is here where I'm writing the corny Valentine on there. I did change it up a little bit. Well, I wrote everything the same, but I mean the painting, I changed it up a little bit, not too much from the original piece of Valentine. I just added my heart coming down on the string. It's a little bit different, but I'm hoping to get some that are a little bit more different, but use the little sayings. But this one's hard to change a corn, so I was like, this is cute. I don't care if it's too similar, but it was really cute. So this is a DecoArt paint pen in white, and I'm just doing the corny and the shocks and the ear. I also do the word Valentine on that teeny little heart in that paint pen, just to make a few words obviously pop. So what I'm doing in this part here is I'm cut out with a big punch, a heart punch, my heart, and then I just took that little half-inch circle just to do the little scalp edges. I'm just cutting a little bit down on my heart just to make a little bit more black show in the background, and that's how I kind of match my heart up with what I had with my original heart. I have a little cream piece of paper here, but I just do a little paint job over it, pretty much the same as what I had with the original, just to make it matchy. And then I write my little finishing sentiment on there. I thought that was so cute. On the original card, Valentine retro card, the little ear or the little corn guy is holding the heart in his little husks, if that's what they're called, the little hands there. But I had the card coming down, or the sentiment coming off of the string, maybe being like that silk or whatever that stuff is. I don't know. It looked farmy. I used the whatever string that looks country. I can't think of it right now. So here you can see me outline everything pretty much with this wonky pen or marker. It's got, like I said, one end a little bit more pointy and the other end is like a straight edge or whatever, so it's kind of a neat marker. But when I spray it, it really dulls out. But the nice thing about it is that it's a different look than the paint pen, so when I go over the darker between words with the paint pen, I just leave where I went over corny, shucks, and ear, left that duller, and then it looked like different markers. I don't know, because it is different markers, but it looked neat. I like the look. So here is that wonky country string. What am I talking? It was burlap or something. Why can't I think of it? Oh boy. Editing first thing in the morning is a challenge for me. So here I'm just doing my heart, and just to put it on the string, I'm doing another heart, punched out another heart, and I'm just like burnishing them together to make my little funny heart piece. And that is that. I kind of shortened up that piece, but that is that. I thought it was really cute. And you know what the funny thing is? That little glue stick really held well with that string. I didn't even have to use a different glue. Here I am using the shiny DecoArts spray, and I love look how shiny that is. That's great. So I go over just the dark black stuff, but I leave the other stuff because the corny and the shucks and the ear stuff doesn't really have to be so dark and pop as much, but still has that really neat look. So I liked it. I left it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video a lot and give it a try on your own design. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.